know how to use what we have, we begin to use it mistakenly, trying desperately out of wealth to achieve happiness, to achieve a personal sense of security. Now, in order to have a sense of security and purpose, we have to be doing something worthwhile. We must have ideals. We must have convictions. We must have projects that are meaningful to society. Where there is no project beyond the satisfaction of personal attitudes, nearly anything that we have will be abused. And we will suffer from the negative mistake that assumes that the more we have, the happier we will be. The truth is, the more we have, the more we will abuse what we have unless we know how to use it rightly. Actually, therefore, a large part of our narcotic problem is a byproduct of the social situation in which we find ourselves today. There is no doubt in the world that it is also a case, again, of the snake devouring its tail, because society is producing antisocial forces which are hard at work to use society to destroy itself. This type of problem is well represented in the peddler of cocaine, heroin, and marijuana. These people are perfectly willing to sacrifice the survival of a way of life in order to make a few fast dollars. Wealth has become, again, a very important factor in our way of life. And as long as wealth is the major consideration in personal conduct, we're going to be in exactly the condition we're in now, and probably it will get worse. The idea that the reward for effort is to be paid in terms of money, or in terms of public acclaim, or in terms of control of other persons' lives. As long as these are our motives, we're in trouble. These are a kind of madness in themselves, and the good book tells us that whom the gods would destroy, they first make mad. There is madness in the air, and this madness is a problem that we all have to face. But there's one thing we can remember, and we should remember, and should work with it in every way that we can, namely that our own individual security is in our own hands. We cannot be destroyed by temptation unless we are tempted. We cannot get into trouble unless we set the causes of trouble in motion in our own lives. We cannot be completely disillusioned unless we have done things that were not very right and they have disappointed us.